Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new Let's Play on the channel in Victoria 2. We're going to be playing as Prussia, and eventually we'll be forming Germany. It's been a long time since I played Victoria 2 on this channel at all. I did a little series in the Cold War enhancement mod in November, but since then, before then, it was sometime mid-2017, maybe 2016 was the last time I really was playing this game regularly. And I've kind of been having an urge to go back and playing a game that I still think is probably my favorite Paradox game, even though I haven't really played much of it in at least a year. More like 2 years though. So reason I'm playing is Prussia. They are a strong country. Probably become a world power very, very easily. Probably number one very, very easily. And because I haven't played in such a long time, I kind of just wanted to be someone who's powerful. And getting back into the groove of things as a very strong country that I won't just get my ass kicked immediately, depending on the situations that are given to us. So while it's Pre-Rock offers an alliance, we'll definitely say yes to that. So this is much more in vein of EU4 CK2 than it is in than Hearts of Iron 4. We have a pretty large army right now. A lot of 27,000, Division 33. We're probably gonna want to put all these troops into not all of them, but I want all these troops to kind of come home, because I'm sure they are not well equipped. And my reasoning for that is that there's a very specific order you want your troops to be in. I think it's an even number of infantry and artillery with one engineer and one cavalry division. I believe, I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. Again, it's been a while since I played this at all. So we can set a research right now. We are Germany. We're going to be a great power no matter what. So one thing you can do is you can rush prestige tax. We don't need to do that because we're already a major power. Do we have the technology? No, research slot becomes available in 1840, so we still got 4 years until then. Education efficiency. We're already 7% literate, so we're actually doing pretty well on all of those fronts. Commonwealth going down. Construction of engineers is actually going to be important just for us to make these armies actually decent. So we can also choose a trade policy. We are playing with the HFM mod, version 1.27, I think. Just in case you were wondering. So Cabinet discusses trade policy. We need to protect Prussian economy, which gives us a little bit less trade efficiency, but more tariffs. We'll keep it flexible for right now, because we're not going to really have anything going that's too bad. So we don't need to choose a trade policy right now. That's all fine and good. Economy, first things first, tax the hell out of everybody. Just a great way to start. We'll also cut down military spending because we're not at war right now. Education and administration. Administration, we don't need to be at max. We can have that at 60. Military spending, we want a maximum as well. This will allow us to recruit more soldiers, because in Victoria 2, everything is mostly done through the POP system. So we got a bunch of population here. We got soldiers, farmers, intellectuals, artisans. And these guys will be either, upgrade, they might become richer, they might become poorer. We're trying to just give the soldiers as much money as possible so that poor people would want to become soldiers for the Prussian Empire. We are, I believe, right now we're an absolute monarchy right now. So, king controls everything in our country. All well and good. We have 3 million people as well as 2 national focuses, which we will use. I can use it to just increase soldiers even more than normal. But you know what? I don't know if that's necessary. What are we going to do? Probably actually encourage craftsmen. I'm assuming we have a handful of factories. Yeah, we have 20 factories right now. Who has the most factories? Brandenburg, encourage craftsmen. In Prussian, Schlesien, more craftsmen as well. And I think for now we should be good. We can increase our opinion in our sphere of influence. Sphere of influence is kind of like a subsection of alliances, if that makes sense. So these are people that are basically economically under our control. They're going to be aligned with us slightly. They don't necessarily need to like us, but we do have first access to their markets. Which means if we don't, let's say we don't have enough coal in our country, we can influence, say, let's oil, for example. We don't have any oil in Prussia. Well, if we influence Persia, we might be able to take some of their oil from them. Of course, oil's not invented yet. It's 1836. That's the gist of things. So, Frankenfurt and Maine and Oldenburg, where are they? I can probably just click this. And also set my priorities very soon as well. So you're already all in my sphere. I can Can I decrease opinion of the Austrians? No. I can increase my own opinion though, so I'll definitely do that. Fantastic. And I can increase my opinion over here. And that should be all well and good. So for Prussia in the early game, our main adversary is going to be Austria. Because right now, me and Austria are trying to figure out who is the dominant German power. Of course, in the end, it's going to be me. There's no question about that. But for right now, it could swing either way, but we should be the ones coming out on top. Britain does have control over Hanover right now, but that's only because they are currently a dependency because of the... they have like a royal marriage or something like that. The Netherlands, right here. Can I ally them right away? Yes, they will accept it. Fantastic. I accidentally unpaused the game, so now there's a lot of things I gotta look at. So, Kingdom of Sardinia is doing some stuff. That's fine. Enable this feature will enable splendid isolation for the UK. It'll break alliances with any great power except for Portugal. You know what? No. I mean, it's HFM, so it's more historical than the base game is going to be. But I still don't want things to be too predictable. So who do I want to influence right now? Well, I'm going to influence Denmark. Put them up to 1 point here. And of course, I'm going to want to start putting my influence into other major powers here. And then also, who is in my sphere? Like 1 point all of my little spherelings. And I think that's basically everybody that's in my sphere. Eventually, you know, these will all just combine into one country. First things first, we're gonna form the North German Confederation, and then after that, of course, we're gonna form Germany. What do we need to form the North German Confederation? That is a great question. We need invent nationalism and imperialism, which I think is like a 1960 tech or 1860 tech. And then have everybody who's of the North German culture group in the North under our sphere. Actually, when is national imperialism? Is it? Or is it 1940? It's 1950 or 1850. I play so much Hearts of Iron 4 that I just immediately go to like the 20th century when it comes to doing all my dates. So Frankfurt and Maine, I can also increase my opinion with them because we are right now playing on speed. Why am I playing on speed 5? That's actually a little bit much. Can I improve my opinion of you? No, but I should be trying to get these guys all in my sphere. Probably decrease my opinion, actually, these guys. I don't think I'm really going to be able to take over these guys from Austria. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of... There's so much influencing you have to do in the early game as Prussia and Austria. It's actually insane. So what are my divisions right here? You're just so many infantry that you're kind of just bad. Disband the troops that do not have enough manpower in them. And then I'm gonna split these guys up basically just into unit types. Because it'll make things a little bit easier to sort through later. Just so I can figure out, you know, what do I actually need to build in my army? Delete the undermanned troops. That's fine. So we got some bread riots. 20 liberal or 1.5 militancy. We'll get a little bit of liberals in the upper house. That should be fine, at least for right now. More infantry divisions. Delete this artillery division, because apparently he's bad. We do have some guards, which are basically, like, slightly better infantry. Or are they just better defense? I'm actually not too sure. 8, 6, 100. You are 5, 5, 100. So you are... Yeah, the guards are basically just better in every way, but... Okay. So we have sorted out our army situation. Or we're slowly trying to sort it out, I should say. Oh, 186 research points. I will absolutely take that. No questions asked. Thank you very much. So most of our cores, it looks like most of these places have 40 combat width, 40 supply width. So then we're going to go for 5 infantry, 5 artillery, and then an engineer and a cavalry division. You're 5. You're also 5. We have another weakened troop. Of course, you know, very beginning of the game, typically... They don't actually give you enough troops. Or they give you troops, but they're just like in the worst spots imaginable. Yeah, so you got 5. You have combined, please. I don't need this many. I just need 5 divisions there. You guys go over here. You need 1. There's going to be a lot of organization, I will say, in the beginning of this. Just because it's kind of required. Okay. Do I have any more infantry divisions? Because right now I got 555. What's combined? It's G. Okay. So combine all these troops together. Fantastic. Does anybody else have infantry? You do. I think 3 is actually the perfect amount. Which is just lovely. So yeah, you guys go over here. That should, yes, be just enough. I don't really care what types of horses we have in our armies right now. As long as we have the horses. Yeah, you can guys go up to here. So that's enough cavalry for all of our 4 armies right now. We're going to have 4 main armies for the time being. That does basically mean, hey, all the other cavalry divisions are worthless. So I'm just going to... I mean, I could expand them. That'll give us the population we need to train up more troops. Yeah, so right now they basically just need cavalry divisions. You're an engineer. You know, I might as well just stay here. We will send these guys. The cavalry divisions, you know what? You guys go here. I'll figure out what I want to do with you in just a moment. Send an engineer. We'll send the engineer up to this army. We will send a cannon up to this army. That's not where I wanted to go at all. You'll just go here. Thank you very much. And everybody else can really just hang out in Berlin. Apparently you do another artillery division here. I'm going to send the artillery up to you. And then we will see, hey, how many troops do we actually need? Probably going to be a decent amount. Victoria 2 does last for exactly 100 years. So the game lasts until 1936. Will I be running this series until 1936? That's a great question. Myself. I do not know. It's really the only answer I can give to that question. It really depends. If I get too strong too quickly, then probably not. You know, if I get world strong in like 1900, I'll probably end the series there. But we shall see. So I need 4, 8, 12, 16 artillery. Can I train 16 artillery right now? The answer to the question is 10, so no, I cannot. But if I just abandon all of these cavalry divisions, I'll keep the guard troop. Delete all these horses, then I should have enough. I said I should have enough, there we go, to build up all of our artillery. We're all just basically just going to rally right here. And now the army situation sorted out, we can kind of focus on doing some other things. So I'm going to open all factories, subsidize all factories, because, you know, the AI is not fantastic at the whole factory thing. I don't need to look at construction right now. I don't need rally points are important. National focus. Influence is. What are you? You're influence. I mean, I'm just influencing so many people. That's the issue right now. So Austria is trying to influence Saxony. Trying to influence a lot of my territory right now. Again, not a surprise. You know, these things might take a while. So, one thing we can do. They need artillery, canned food, and liquor. We can go to our trade options here. Right now, the AI is buying exactly as much as we need. But I find that kind of sucks. So, I'm basically just going to buy a massive stockpile of all these military goods. Just so troops build more or less instantaneously. As you saw, like, that whole time, we only started training up, like, 2 divisions. I mean, it's going to cost a huge amount of money while we're buying up all this supplies. But now, we also need liquor. Okay, maybe not buy that much stockpile. 600 apparently might be a bit much. As you can tell, they've also, like, crashed the economy slightly by buying so much so early. Or actually, no, I've actually made them way more expensive. Which is actually good. If I'm rich, it basically means that everybody who's not rich is going to have a much harder time buying some stuff. I'm going to go in debt a little bit here, but that's fine. Until we bought all of our equipment, I'm not too worried. I mean, you go into debt once, or you go bankrupt, I should say. As soon as you're paying more interest than you're actually earning in terms of cash. But right now, you know, we're making 100 times more than we're paying in interest, so it's not an issue. So Denmark wants an alliance. I'll say yes to that. Really, I have no issue with just being allied to whoever. At least early game. Like, who are we allied to right now? Is there anybody else we can ally? I probably should be allying like all of my little satellites. Unless you're already all allied towards me, which would be nice. Solve alliance. Okay, they are all allied to me. Is there anybody else who I'd want to ally? The United Kingdom would say yes. I don't want to ally the British, because I already know a war's going to be breaking out between Belgium and the Dutch. It's more like, I think it always happens, because the Dutch have cores over all of Belgium, so they will be at war at some point. You will not accept Austria. You actually like me somewhat, but you will not accept an alliance either. Who else is a great power? The Ottomans are. You would not accept Spain. Why do you... Too many great power allies. So I'm guessing they've all kind of allied somebody else. Because in the early game, you can only ally one other great power. Great powers are the top 8 players in terms of score. So the only person I can ally right now is the British. Which is kind of ironic, because that's the one person I'm going to be going to war with. So of course, I don't want to, Who are you? Holston. I think we'll actually add you to our sphere very soon, which is nice. Increase our opinion over here. We can increase our opinion. No, we're at 39, unfortunately. I mean, they do have the tiny countries over here. You know, they got San Marino, they got Liechtenstein. I don't know what we're going to do with San Marino. They're just kind of there. I think Monaco's also in the game. And also, they've added a decent amount of people to India. A lot of stuff going on in the world right now. So as you can see, we are slowly building up all of our artillery divisions. We have 3. We need at least 4 per army. Saxony is very upset with us. And we can just immediately repay, like, a pretty decent chunk of the loan. Not too worried about that. So this will be done in July of 1937. I mean, early techs, you know, they do start taking a while. But that's just what it is. Okay, so that'll be 1 full army. I'm basically just going to immediately start putting my troops onto the border with Belgium. Because I know that's probably going to be our first conflict. Keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, so you guys move over here. You can move over to this territory. And then the rest of our artillery basically can just combine into this guy. And also, there is also France. France hates us. They're not the biggest fans of us right now. Hopefully at some point that will change. But we shall see. You have 6 artillery. That's too many. So now you should have a full stack. So you're going to go down here. I'm not worried about a Austrian invasion, at least right now. Do they have a CB against us? The answer to the question is no, they don't. So we should at least be safe for now. Are we still building? No. So did I screw up my numbers? Bavaria doesn't like us. Yeah, you got 4 artillery right now. You have 5. I don't have military access to these people. No, I do. But I think even with the military access, supply limit here is only 26. So walking through enemy or even friendly territory is a bit of an issue. What territory can we walk through? What? You are F. Not F. I am dumb. It is G. The answer to that question is we can really not walk nowhere. So we more or less just want to reduce the amount of travel time as much as possible. Just because we do not want to be taking attrition damage. Costa Rican thaw. So apparently their dictatorship is, you know, lessening slightly. Sweden wants an alliance too. As you can see, we've already like lost thousands of troops just crossing them over the border here, which is just fantastic. You're 40. You're a 40. We don't want to be in too high supplies. Or too low supplies, I should say. Basically, the exact opposite of what I was trying to get across. So you're 24. You're 32. So going through the territory of 32 is significantly better for us. Because we might actually be able to support our troops a little bit more than normal there. So your supply width right now, your supply weight is... I don't know. It's somewhere over here. But you can hang out in one of these territories that got a nice 40 supply. I mean, we're ready to go for a war, Belgium. When does your treaty actually expire? When's your peace treaty expire, my guy? April 1st, 1939. So that's still a while from now. But I do think this is going to be a good time to end this very first episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not enjoy, click thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.